Save my stuff. Damn it, save me! Okay, look, here's how it works. I type, you upload, other people read. Is that too complicated for your little computer brain? Okay, one more time.
Hey, Moises! Remember me?
Yeah, hey, of course, you're
Corabella.
Corabella.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew that. How are you?
You still writing that play about dating sites? I hope I helped. Actually, I've been feeling really down, and I wanted to talk to someone who could listen.
Sure, I owe you.
Oh, you don't, but
Aren't you talking to guys online?
I am, but well, this one guy only talks to me with a snorkel in his mouth. He looks ridiculous with it sticking up by his head. He only takes it out to say something to me. I cannot even begin.
You don't need him.
You know, one old guy actually croaked in front of me.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, yeah. Well, we had only met a couple times. His voice quavered when he talked, and he looked everywhere but me, like he was searching for something on his computer screen. Well, one night, he started coughing up blood, really bad, and a drop landed on the camera lens so that I could still see everything, but it was all tinted red, and ugh.
Is that when he died?
I guess so. I mean, he couldn't say anything. He slumped against the computer monitor. After a few minutes, everything went black. I never heard from him again after that. I guess he died.
Couldn't you call someone?
I had no idea where he lived. What was I supposed to do? I am sure that you have had some bizarre encounters.
I've had a few, yeah, but there was one last week that was particularly creepy.
Oh, please tell me about it. I don't want to feel like you're just interviewing me again.
So you understand that I'm just writing a play about dating sites, right?
Of course you are, my dear, and we are gonna be in your play.
No, I never said that.
Oh.
I never said that. But I want to know more about your experience with Meet Up. Have you made friends on the site?
Have I made friends? Oh, my Lord, yes, I have, my dear. I met my darling Gregg sitting right next to me here on Meet Up, and we have been inseparable for 2 years. Ooh. Wave hello, Gregg.
Why was Meet Up a good place for you to meet?
Oh, lands, for so many reasons. But it's personable. You see your heartthrob in a gallery of photos, and then before you know it, you're falling in love and learning everything you need to know about your special person. It's so beautiful.
Didn't you find that Meet Up focuses too much on appearance and surface detail?
Heavens no! On Meet Up, you learn nothing unneeded. The heart is treacherous, if you haven't noticed, my dear. And if we're eager, wanting to get all the answers, well, we're just going to be disappointed. I saw immediately all I needed to know about my sweet guy, and we've been living in an earthly paradise ever since.
I see. Gregg, what are your thoughts about meeting Craig on Meet Up?
He loves it, loves it. He's never been so happy in all his life.
Gregg, what in particular has worked so well for you?
Oh, what? He says he loves how Meetup put him in touch with the love of his life. That's me! Oh, we're oh so happy.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Yes.
Would you agree with that, Gregg?
Oh, he'd agree with that 10 times over. Meetup has made his life a dream come true. He is surrounded constantly by fellowship and love every minute of every day.
I would still like to hear from Gregg directly.
Oh, yes. You are so right to want that. To hear Gregg's own words about his glorious life. Oh, such a precious thing it is to behold. His words convey the ancient story of love dared and then love achieved. Oh, oh, his story is not unlike my own. It's a tale of perseverance, passion, and tolerance.
Thank you, but I would still like to hear from him. Gregg, can you respond?
Can't he respond? Now you're going to make me laugh. Oh, nobody's more expressive than my Gregg. And I love that oh so much about him.
I'm not so sure what you're doing.
Look, now, hush now. See, Gregg has his own style. And I've learned to honor that every minute of every day. And then
I don't think he can respond.
All right.
Whoa.
All right. But then, let's get deeper into the question. Does anyone ever really respond to anything? Wouldn't you agree with that, Mr. Moises Perdido? You maker of plays, you voyager into the mysteries of the human heart. Aren't we all just onlookers competing for a peek into the mysteries of our own lives?
I think we are, but I would still like to hear from Gregg.
You have heard from him at great length, Mr. Perdido, and now it is time to say goodbye. Bye-bye. I think Gregg's falling asleep under his eyeballs. I'm headed that direction myself. Bye-bye, cha-cha, bitch.
You know, I think that they were on Meetup because they wanted you to envy their beautiful lives together.
Right? I mean, I talked to them once before, back when Gregg could still speak, and they got so excited and interrupted each other, just talking about doing their shopping for the week or going through the car wash, all these little events that made them happy. Oh, I've got someone that I interviewed last week trying to break through, and I'm gonna take her call.
I was hoping that we could talk a little longer.
I want to as well, and I will get back in touch with you. Okay, bye.
Hi.
Hey, Mr. Moises.
Hey.
You know what? You are my only client that has ever paid me to talk about being a sex worker on a dating site. How do you like that? How's that play going?
I'm getting what I need for the play, yeah.
Well, hey, listen. When you tell your friends about me, and you will, don't forget to mention my motto.
Okay.
I have 70 ways to please a man or a woman. The first is a hug, but that doesn't count. The last is 69.
Ah, catchy. Yeah, I'll pass that along.
Thanks. And also let them know that I can set up regular appointments at my place or theirs, and I give a discount for first-timers. Oh, you only have 1 free minute left. Then this conversation goes on the clock, remember?
Right, right. Okay, Meetup's motto is meet up, free up, couple up. Does it achieve that goal? Do you think that dating sites encourage healthy involvement or stifle it?
You're asking me that question?
Sure, take a stab.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how it works for everybody else, but for me, Meetup is perfect. I don't want my customers to look any further than my looks and my availability and how I compare to other women that are less available to them.
So you don't worry too much about those other women.
Worry about them? They have the guys all the time. And they pull them in every different direction. Usually long-term and dull directions. But with Meetup, I can compete with those women and I can win. Oh, hey, your time's up. Sorry. But listen, give me a call when you're ready to start caring about yourself again.
Okay.
Hey, hi, have you got a sec? I need to shift your appointment for next week.
Hey, Dr. Shrink. Don't you have a secretary to take care of these calls for you?
She's off. Maybe permanently. How about meeting next Monday? Usual time?
Yeah. So, why aren't I meeting more people on Meetup? Why aren't I getting more responses on Meetup? I just talked to a prostitute and a depressed friend. I want to meet a broad cross-section of people for the play.
I have told you already, if you don't answer the personal questions and you give hobbies and pics from 20 years ago, people will ignore you. Are you really still a skateboarder? And one of your pics only shows the top of your head.
I was a skateboarder, and that pic was meant to look artistic.
If you want more action, you've got to appear genuine, Moises, or nothing happens. You don't have to be genuine. You have to look the part. People don't like displays of insincerity. That makes everyone skittish.
Whatever, I'll see you on Monday. She is so hot when she scolds me.
Hey! Hey, can we talk?
Busy right now, Nance. Can it wait?
No. I haven't spoken to you in over a week, and I still want to tell you about what happened Friday.
Okay, fine, I'm listening. I'll get my notebook.
Well, William was older looking than he was online. A lot older. And he gained a ton of weight. I mean, that profile picture must have been about 20 years old.
Okay, I can see right through this guy. Okay, he needs to think about sincerity. People don't like it when you look insincere. They can see that coming a mile away, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Well, he was talkative. Yeah. He was funny. He had his own teeth. And he was a decent listener, you know.
Did he want sex on the first date?
Oh, sure.
And you?
Oh, well, I gave him enough to keep him interested. He'll get more if we keep going out. He gets it.
Do you have any more likes that you want to follow up on?
Yeah, there's a few. They're all very young or very old. Where are all the in-between guys?
Mostly married.
Huh.
They get divorced in their late 40s or 50s, and then they look for younger wives.
Yeah, and then they go back on the dating sites when their younger wives leave them for younger husbands.
Do you ever just think about canceling Meet Up and trying to meet people on your own? I don't know, even maybe just be alone.
Yeah, I think about it all the time. I mean, looking at profiles doesn't feel good. Leaves me exhausted and deflated.
It's like looking at cars on a lot or judging dogs in a show.
I would leave Meetup in a New York second, but I'm too busy to hang out in bars and clubs. And with Meetup, there's, you know, a whole bunch of guys all in one spot. Oh, God, I'm trapped in a terrible place. Put that on your notebook.
I will. And I might end up using you in the play. I'll call you Nancy. So if you see that name, you know it's you.
Got a second?
Hey.
Can we maybe have a real conversation this time? Maybe one where you're not taking any notes? You kind of blew me off yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sorry. How are you?
You asked if being on Meetup made me happy. Are you happy?
Huh. Let's see. I have a job teaching at a community college. Never made it any further. I write plays that don't get produced. I have high blood pressure. Cataracts are doing a number on my eyes. My knees now get hot when I run. And also, I'm going bald. But yeah, I'm okay. Why?
After our interviews, I hit a rough patch. Worst of my life, actually. I
Just say it.
I even thought of ending it all. I hung a noose on my Peloton. Oh, God!
Oh. Okay. All right.
Okay, that
Oh my
sounds really
God.
funny to say it out loud.
I'm not laughing. No, On your Peloton?
All
No,
right.
what, did it time out?
All right.
What happened?
Talking about meetup just got to me. I realized that my whole life is just this shallow series of dinners and coffees and hookups, and this is not where I am meant to be at this stage in my life. It may sound arrogant, but I deserve better.
Of course you do. What brought all this to a boil?
Well, I turned 40 last year, and somehow the idea of building a good life with happiness as the dessert at the end of the meal just vanished. I have no idea where I am supposed to be any longer.
Yeah, I know. It's like they wrote a whole new set of rules that we haven't figured out yet.
Oh, yeah.
What drove you to actually put the noose on to the exercise machine?
God, that sounds a little cute when you put it that way. Okay. Just so little of what I expected actually matches up with what is happening to me, and the stark realization of the gap just got to me.
Do you still feel the same way?
Strange, a little less. Letting myself really hit rock bottom, I was able to let go of some things like blood under the bridge. All gone.
I remember some philosopher saying that you need to have a loaded gun on the table if you want to have an honest conversation about anything real.
Okay, yeah. And maybe the idea of suicide was my way of putting a gun on the table.
Do you have a different perspective now?
Well, I do. I do not want to look at slick dating profiles any longer. I want to live more deliberately, to drive life into a corner and really see what it has for me.
You might meet someone new who could make that discovery exciting all over again.
Yeah, right. A soulmate. I mean, there are a few people out there who align with you in that way. It's rare, but it happens.
I don't see that sort of thing happening on Meetup, and I'm not certain it happens anywhere.
Surely it does not happen on Meetup. A soulmate is someone who, over time, gets to know so many different parts of you, and the personal energy that it opens up, it's incredible.
Are you sure you're not talking about silly novels and movies?
I would be skeptical too, but I've seen it.
Did you feel this soulmate business with your husband?
Oh, well, we thought so at first, but too soon we were at each other's throats. When it first started going bad, we were mad about what we had lost. Oh, sex was the first to go, and after that we just stopped trying.
It was so good at the beginning, why did you stop trying?
I have asked myself that question so many times. Well, we were both a little stubborn, and a little confused as to what had gone wrong in the first place, or if anything even really had gone wrong.
Confused how?
Well, you're not for sure that living your shitty, isolated existence isn't what every married couple ends up with after a while. I mean, maybe that's how you're supposed to live. I don't know. There is no manual for any of this.
And you had kids.
Yeah. 3.
Mm-hmm.
You love them more than you have ever loved anything. And yet, they become part of the problem.
How so?
Well, with kids, it's really easy just to spend every waking moment focused on them. You gotta make sure that they don't get hit by a car, carried off by a creep.
And
you don't realize you're letting something else wither and die. It's hard to avoid.
So you didn't have a real soulmate.
I did. But it wasn't with Tomas. There was this guy I got involved with about a year before Tomas and I split.
An affair? You had an affair?
A doozy.
Is that what broke up your marriage?
Oh, not really. He was an architect that I worked with for 10 years at a construction firm. He was 4 years younger than me, dark-skinned, bald but with a beard. He was soft-spoken, and he had one of those funny little tics where he would blink just a little too hard every 10 seconds. It was really cute.
Did you just wake up one day and realize you had fallen for him?
Sort of, yeah. We were always doing lunches with the team. And then in the last year, we started doing the lunches by ourselves. And then we started concocting reasons to do more lunches.
And then you just started having sex?
Oh, no, he wanted to, but I was convinced that as long as we were not having sex, we still had not done anything wrong.
What changed your mind?
Oof. One night after a late meeting, he was driving me home, and we sort of just drove to his apartment without discussing it.
And just had sex out of the blue.
Yeah. On his coffee table.
Oh.
I know how it sounds, but it really didn't work for me. I hadn't been touched in so long, but also it didn't feel good to be crossing that line so suddenly. I couldn't stop being a Baptist just like that.
So what did you do?
Oh. The next day, I took a morning after pill, just in case, and then I quit my job and got a different job in another part of town.
Oh my God, can you say overreaction? I'm sorry, but your response just seems a little Baptist. I mean, did dumping the guy make you feel better?
I thought it did at first, but after a few months I realized I had walked away from a soulmate and I felt more and more like a coward.
Why? You were just having an affair.
No, my relationship with Roberto was something special. We connected on so many different levels, and I just didn't have the guts to see it for what it was.
But doesn't the shiny new thing effect of having an affair always make everything seem rosy while it's happening?
I know, I'm not that naive, but Roberto and I had something more, something rare, and I really should have given it a chance. What can I say? I just couldn't get there.
So if you met someone like that on Meet Up, do you think you would make a different decision?
Things like that don't happen on Meetup. I mean, you're never alone there, yeah, but nothing really happens either. Listen, I wanted to ask you about something painful, if you'll let me.
Oh. So, you know that story. It was in the papers, so I guess everyone around here knows about it. I still feel terrible. It never should have happened.
Can you share some of it with me?
Something happened that was reckless and unnecessary.
I feel the
First dinner, and now this. This evening could not be more perfect.
Well, I think I deserve a little of the credit
Mm-hmm.
for looking past your lousy profile.
Ah.
Meetup says you're a skateboarder. Come on, really?
Okay. Maybe I was a little sloppy.
Aha, a little. But it was cute.
I brought something to make up for that bad start.
Oh,
Couple of hits off of this. You will remember my profile as being unusually brilliant.
oh my God. You're making me feel like a kid again. I haven't smoked a joint since I was a teenager. And I'm starting to feel that gummy a little bit now.
This should maybe speed things up a little bit.
Oh, that is going straight to my head. Ah. Whoa. Ah. You may need to let me stay the night.
Now that you mention it, I was kind of hoping for that. I don't know. Maybe we are moving a little fast, but then again, we are older. And meetup finds compatibility where others miss it, right? So long as you're okay being here and staying over. You are, aren't you?
I don't think I can.
Oh, maybe being divorced isn't so bad after all. As long as we're on the same track, we are, aren't we? You feeling okay? Anna? Hey, Anna, wake up. Anna? Anna? Anna! Wake up! Anna, if you don't wake up right now, I am calling 911. Anna? Anna?
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
The ambulance arrived pretty quickly, and cops were all over the place. Pretty soon, men in black clothes were everywhere, and one of them quickly pronounced her dead.
But wasn't there a story later about her heart trouble?
I learned from her kids afterwards that she had a heart condition and low blood pressure, and it didn't take much to push her blood pressure down to 0.
And pot could kill her?
When she got so high, so fast, her blood pressure just cratered and everything seized up, and she was gone within minutes. It can happen.
There was no way for you to know.
I couldn't know anything about her. We had just met.
But I can't see anything else that you could have done differently.
I could have done a lot of things differently if I had known her. I mean, her brothers came and yelled at me from the yard, and her kids just cried when they saw me at the funeral.
I don't know what to say. You had just met her.
That's my point. Dating sites entice us into thinking that we are intimate with strangers. And we're playing with fire when we think we really know someone that we've just met. That's absurd.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
If I had really known her, I could have protected her and she would still be here.
Why did you share so much of that with me?
Because you asked, and I trust you.
I trust you. I mean, you were willing to step outside of the meetup circle, and you listen. Well, that's a new one for me.
I'm just writing a play and trying to understand what happened.
No, you're trying to figure out what's going on in the world around us.
I think I'm a relationship dud myself. But maybe the play can say something that I haven't figured out how to talk about yet.
It will. I think it will.
I want to meet you. Can we do coffee tomorrow?
Can I think about it?
Yes. Time's up.
Okay. Okay, how about coffee tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Blue Mountain? You can look for me in a black sweater and a terrified expression. I'll be acting emo.
Look for me in the hopeful smile.
Is it alright if I stay today? Is it alright if I stay today?
I waited in the coffee shop for about an hour longer than I should have, conspicuous as hell. And when it became clear that she wasn't going to show, I checked back 4 times before walking home. I was too depressed to take the bus.
This is a story I hear a lot from patients who search for partners online. Did you know her long?
About a month. She gave me material for the play. Some great interviews, intimate and revealing, and then we just had one night where we got really close.
And
then she vanished, as if she had never existed.
without an explanation or warning?
It was as if someone had flipped a switch, and I couldn't reconnect with her no matter what.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Moises. But you need to let her go. She never did exist.
What are you talking about?
She was a fake person. It's a hazard of dating online. I've seen it.
We talked about what it means to sustain love. We talked about raising kids, what we did wrong and right. You can't make that stuff up.
Sure you can. People lie to each other online all the time. She apparently told you some big ones.
What are you talking about? How could she never have existed?
She could be a deep fake animation. She could be an actor working with some writer. She was planning on getting to your credit card. But when it was clear that nothing was happening, they pulled her and ended the contact. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
You need to move on.
Corabella was candid and authentic. She trusted me, and we connected in a whole range of ways. This isn't about the play anymore. I want more time with her.
Listen to yourself, Moises. Authentic? You have fallen for a digital phantom, and now you want to prolong the agony? That's a little creepy. Don't masturbate this to death.
My gut says that you're wrong.
Look, I wish that pets lived longer. I wish that buying houses wasn't so expensive and the chocolate pie didn't make you fat. I wish that lovers didn't cheat on each other. But they do. There's a chance that I'm wrong and your friend will turn out to be who you think she is. It's not likely, but it's possible. Are you going to keep holding on to her?
I just need to find out the truth.
I didn't know what my heart was in for till you stepped into the room. And I didn't show, but I wanted to know everything I could about you. See, I was told the dreams were made to be believed in, so I put every single dream in you. But you set the bar so high above the sky, and you nailed it to the floor. 'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing.
I don't know if you have any intention of coming to meet me at this coffee shop, but I want to believe that you got my message and will be here. It's not easy being the one to stick his neck out. Being here right now is like being stuck in traffic and the GPS just went out. Hey,
Hey, did you follow through and meet that digital phantom?
I am sitting here in the coffee shop right now, and she hasn't shown.
Well, this isn't about research anymore, is it? I mean, you hardly know this woman, and yet you're taking a big risk.
I did get to know her, and I want more. You remember that my name is Moses, right?
Yes.
Do you remember what happened to the biblical Moses before he died?
Okay, let me see. What do I remember? We're talking about Deuteronomy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Before Moses died, God took him to the top of Mount Pisgah to see the promised land. God gave him a look-see, what he had been looking for all along, but that was it. It was a great teaser, a great commercial for the future.
Okay, so?
So I'm just saying that Corabella is my Pisgah vision. I got a glimpse of what I want, real caring and interaction in real time with something real to lose.
So, did this meet-up site make you numb and dumb?
Of course. And I was thinking about that while I was flipping through profiles, which I've learned to do remarkably quickly. I get impatient with faces that have warts or pimples, or people who are too thin or too fat, or who aren't beautiful and smiley.
Well, what are you doing there if you figured all of this out?
I'm not sure, but I think I have to risk something.
Risk something? Deal with real-life consequences?
That's it. That's it. I'm tired of having nothing to lose, which means that I have nothing to gain.
Let me ask you something. What would you say to this Corabella if she were actually there in that coffee shop listening to you?
Oh my God. I would tell her that she doesn't have to be perfect. No, we don't have to be perfect. I'm fucked up, for sure. I'm scared of my own shadow, and I lie to myself a lot. But it's okay. It's okay to be flawed and screwed up and still strive for what you want anyway.
Well, I hope you get to tell her that in person.
Me too. Real interaction in person, in real time, is getting kind of hard to come by these days, especially on Meetup. You know what I mean?
Well, nothing bad happens there. I mean, it's all so perfect and alluring and unreal.
I just want to be with her in a moment where we have everything to lose and something valuable to gain.
Okay. Okay, my friend. You're sticking your real-time neck out there to get chopped. Let me know what your neck finds out.
Corabella.
Moises.
Huh.
Hi.
R.C. Davis-Undiano, ladies and gentlemen.